Lush, I love you, bro. I do. With you.
I love you too.
I rock with you the entire way, bro. Even when things happen the way they happen. But you got to show me more than just this, because the shit you did was some traitor ass shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up, bro. To even go talking to somebody on a Discord, whatever. Like, I even loved you past that. Like, still forgave you in my heart. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm like, come on, bro. Like,
well, because you also, I feel like
that.
we've spoken up for you to know that, like, my heart, I ain't do that with malicious intent. Was it a huge mistake? Was it a up? Was I 1,000% wrong for all that? Absolutely.
Some traitor ass shit, bro.
Like, but you know that it wasn't done.
That's why when I saw you
with ill intent.
But that's why when I saw you in the studio tonight and you kind of came up and told me what you had told me, and there ain't nobody business, but I was just like, he's like, Sharp, what you think of that? I said, I really don't know what to think of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be happy.
Right.
I want to be excited.
Right.
But is it just a synthetic feeling just for this time? You know what I'm saying? And bullshit happens again, or whatever the case may be, you know? I'm a firm believer in believing a person the first time. Does that make sense?
No, 1,000, and even then.
I believe in believing a person the first time, but I really do think of it too, on the other hand, like you are a special circumstance and how it did happen. Not saying you're a special person, but I watched how the fuck you kind of, you was trying to grow. You didn't already know.
Right.
I don't think you knew then what you know now.
No, absolutely not.
Does that make sense?
I definitely didn't.
But it still doesn't take away.
It doesn't excuse. It doesn't excuse
take away
that.
from what you did, dog.
And the thing is, like, if you ask, like, homies of mine, people I've known for years, like, I'm not a loudmouth motherfucker. That was never my reputation.
I had to stay and help clean up a piece of some of your bullshit.
Yeah.
Nobody was there to clean that shit up, bro. Or even stay through the hard and the darkened times that, we had in the building or whatever the case may be. So just to kind of, I don't know, like I'm watching motherfuckers at this point, especially people who are coming back around, No Jumper starting to gain momentum again. The news is thriving, the interviews are thriving. And now I'm starting to see some faces come back around, bro. And I'm like, hold up, like, these were some of the same people, and not just you, bro, but like a couple of people I had, and I don't even want to get back into that, but like a couple of people I had something to say to on one of the podcasts on No Jumper a bit back. But just like I've noticed people coming back, and I'm like, where was y'all at, bro? When
where your ass was at when we was
when
jugging out the band?
niggas was really shooting shots at niggas, like, or just people, the fans, like the viewers, that was crazy. Like shooting shots on me, like it was bad, bro. Like, and I just noticed now things is getting good. Motherfuckers all coming back around.
I think that's an interesting point, and I think with you and I, it probably, correct me if I'm wrong, it disappointed you more because you actually spent a lot of time talking to me, trying to guide me, trying to be, like, you feel me, like a positive force in my life. Like we said, like, you helped me with the soft white thing. Like, if you know, we was talking about it earlier on the No Jumper diss track I did. You the only person I ain't get at. I said Sharp the only one that tried to help me grow. You feel me? And
I just wanted to see you grow. Anybody that was in that building, I want to see grow. Anybody that's outside the building, I still want to see grow. It's never no hate. And but I just remember what the fuck was going on.
And that's not to say that
I don't forget, dog. I forgive, but I don't forget nothing that anybody does. And I'm a firm believer in, hey, man, believe them the first time. So that's why I look at you. I'm like, all right, church, well, let's see what's gonna be different.
And to be honest, although like I clearly like put the guns down a while ago when it came to taking shots and trying to get at Adam and No Jumper, and you feel me, and like things got smoothed out behind the scenes, whatever. It all of my appearances since then.
Shit gave me the chills, nigga, saying that, because I ain't had nobody in this building that's even, or in my house, who has said that, and I know what you're saying right now is very true.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You feel me?
Gives me chills to know.
And like,
it's fucked up.
It was ultimately Adam reached back out to me. You feel me? That was his heart. That was his mind. That was like, you know what? Like, Lush, you trying to come on the pod? It wasn't me hitting him like, oh, please, Mr. Adam, please put me back. I was definitely down with it. It's what I wanted. It's what my team wanted. the whole Mad Deep crew. You feel me? Like my whole that was what they had all been pushing for, but ultimately that was Adam and him making that decision.
I ain't even knocking that part. Like, all that shit cool. I'm not even, listen, this ain't even really about No Jumper. So I don't even want to, like, really make this about that. Like, what I'm looking at is the actions.
Yeah.
The things, the events that took place. Some nasty shit was happening in church.
Right.
And your name was all through the ledger.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you genuinely in your heart believe that all those people left No Jumper, the mass exodus, as I call it, and all that occurred as a result of my actions? Or do you believe that there was a pre-existing air of discontent?
I feel like you were the gateway. You were a good ass reason.
It was a very good reason.
You made a good ass reason to do it. And that ain't nothing about nobody. Like, it's just not about who was there, who wasn't there, nothing. I feel like what you did was you made a gateway, church. And gateways lead to places.
Because it just
right or wrong. Am I tripping?
You're not tripping.
Like, gateways lead
you're not
to
tripping.
Different places.
But I don't believe that those people left because they're like, oh, that's what happened to Lush or whoopty whoopty wah. I don't think it had anything to do with that.
At that part, it doesn't matter. It was still a gateway.
It was a gateway.
You're right. It doesn't matter whether it was about you or not. Does not. That shit don't matter. Like, you're right. Like, shit, you was just a pawn if that was the case.
I definitely got. I was either a pawn or, like you said, like I was essentially just like, it was an opportune moment. It created the moment. The climate was there.
Somebody said, we so quick to forget about house phone. No, I don't forget about none of that and all that shit that had happened. I ain't forget about none of that. That was very up. You know, I still agree to this day. Even, it doesn't matter. Like, house phone, still shout out to that nigga. Regardless, like, shit, that shit was wrong. But things happened the way they happened. I feel like that was two friends. Let them figure that out. I don't think that shit held any weight. I think it was the backstreet talk that you was doing on Discord, bro.
I mean, all I can do is take responsibility for that.
You
did. That's all I can do.
Hey, I hope I'm not making you feel any way about it.
No, you're not. No.
Because me and you, we ain't talked about none of it.
Yeah, we need to have this conversation.
And I think the people want to hear this conversation.
The people need to hear that.
Nigga, we can do it here. We can do it No Jumper, whatever. But, like, you want to come chill with me? Shit, the people gonna want to know what the happened, bro. Because I still stuck around to pick up the pieces that, nigga, you helped shatter the mirror.
Was there a moment where you were kind of like, damn, like, I don't know if I can do this? Like, I might, the ship is sinking? Like,
no. Hell no. Because I've been on ships with more holes in the wood that we had to plaster up just throughout my life, bro. Listen, dog, I go through real life things. It's easy. We can fix some internet shit.
Right.
That's easy.
Right.
All we gotta do is just stay down.
Right.
That shit's easy, bro. We go through real heartaches in life. You know what's a real heartache? You driving around not wanting to stop and trying to call everybody from your AA shit, you know what I'm saying, and trying to not stop to get a bottle of liquor.
That's a real heartache.
Bro, come on, dog. Ain't the internet.
And that's the thing that...
It's not the internet, George.
What I've been through in my life, and even like what I've been through since leaving No Jumper, has changed me as a man. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, I'm perfect now. I ain't never gonna up again. But I've definitely grown significantly and learned from that experience.
You've been beaten. You got beat up through this. And we're not saying physically.
Yeah.
Talking about, like, I know that feeling like you got this shit tattered you. You know what I'm saying? It tattered your armor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, going through this. But with tattering to the armor comes wisdom. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe that you did learn from this. But if the example has to still be set that it was never okay.
No,
it's not okay.
And I'll take that accountability.
You get what I'm saying?
I'll take that accountability.
I get that you did learn. I get that. I can feel that. But what type of example that it sets? What, people can do that shit and then go change?
Well, I do believe people can change.
I do too.
I do believe people can change.
But what I'm saying is, when it comes to certain situations, it's like, damn, is that shit salvageable, or does it burn the bridge permanently? some shit gets burnt to a singe.
And the thing is this, like, there's situations like if somebody steal 50 bands from you, you feel me? Will you ever be their friend again? You know what I mean? Like,
I get it.
so
Makes
it's like,
sense.
you know what I mean? Like,
I love you, bro. I just
I
want to
love
see
you too.
the best for the future. I don't all that extra shit, man. Nigga can miss me with, you know, not you, but just anybody, like, just motherfucker can miss me with all that shit, bro. Like, I just want to make sure that, like, you know, you being around or even just having your face being shown here and there is the right decision.
And I think only time will tell.
Yeah, but within that time, what does it come with? See, it's always a gamble, right?
Again,
It's a gamble, right?
That's a roll of the dice.
Nigga
You feel
gambled
me?
on
Like,
your ass already, and it's like, all right, well, this is what the dice end up rolling out to. Yeah, motherfucker might have made 100 bands, but a nigga lost back 400,000.
whatever it is.
You feel me? And that's just like a metaphor of it, like, but
No,
I
get it. I get
It's
it.
like, yeah, you're a winner, but a nigga loses a lot with you too.
I think that unhinged energy that I have and that unpredictability is one of the reasons why I put the numbers on the board that I do. No, I ain't trying to act like I'm doing the same numbers as you, but whatever numbers I provide and whatever I bring to the table and make me an interesting personality.
It's not about the numbers, Lush. It's characteristics. At the end of the day, your characteristics is what's gonna bring the numbers.
Right.
So you got to make sure that you're really honed in and fine-tuned to be what you need to be for when you are on camera and when you're in discords and when you're at events, when you're in your cameras might be in your face, a fucking microphone. What you gonna say when there's an outlandish, bogus ass question asked to you?
Which
you
happens.
gonna answer it?
Which
you gonna
happens.
answer it? Yeah, you need to learn how to tell them, like, some people, man, just get the fuck out of my face.
Gotta know how to navigate them situations.
Yeah, you feel like you owe everybody an explanation through it, bro. You don't owe everybody everything. Like, yeah, it's cool to give a motherfucker a bit and piece, but after that, dog, you don't owe nobody shit.
I thought that coming from the world of battle rap, that I had already experienced the highest level of toxicity that the internet had to offer.
Yeah,
but
battle rap is crazy.
battle rap is crazy.
Battle rap's crazy.
But the fan base that this podcasting space attracts is even more turned up, and I think a lot of it, you know, it's a younger generation, and the way that they interact, I wasn't really accustomed to a lot of that, and it kind of, you feel me? I got way too invested in it before me even like being on the Discord, Jaws and Off or whatever. I'm like paying way too much attention to what I'm had to say. Like now, like I got rhinoceros skin. You can't upset me, bro. You can't tell me anything about me that I don't already feel. In fact, I'm worse than what y'all think. You feel me? Like the type of insults that get hurled at me, like shit. What's a goon to a goblin?
You know what disappointed me the most about you? Because I felt like you could have been one of the best there.
I appreciate that.
That's what's disappointing. Like, sometimes, bro, you got to keep your nose on your own homework.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about somebody else. It's some shit, yeah, you could talk about. You want to make content, whatever the fuck, right? Some shit, bro, hey, keep your nose on your own paper. That shit don't got nothing to do with you, church.
And that's the thing. And I'm not trying to justify my actions, because I know I was wrong, and I know what I did that was wrong. But really, and this isn't to make an excuse, but just to give a little bit of clarity, that's not me. Like, it might have been my actions, but that's not a reflection. It is a reflection of my character, but that's not the full extent of who I am. Yeah. And I'm not going to let that be the defining moment of my life. You lied to me, Lush. It's not like, I don't want that to be how I go down in the history books.